For over a decade, Emirates has ruled the sky with just 2 aircraft.
The giant Airbus A380 and the workhorse Boeing 777.
But now, for the first time since 2008, Emirates is introducing a new player to the game.
Well, here it is.
The Airbus A350. The A350 is one of the newest long-haul wide-bodies in the sky.
But it's not that new, and it's been flying with other airlines for years.
So why now?
Well, Emirates is looking to use this new aircraft to improve efficiency, but also open up new connections and concentrate on its expansion of the new super hub at DWC.
Rival airlines like Etihad and global leader Qatar have already been flying the A350.
So for Emirates to stay at the top of the game, do they need to future-proof?
Well, we're going to find out today by flying on a flight from here, Colombo in Sri Lanka, to Dubai, and we're going to test them out the only way we know how, in all 3 cabins, to see if it stacks up against its own planes and against the competition.
I'll be flying business class.
I'm in premium economy.
And what a surprise, I'm in economy.
Guys, I think it's already boarding, so I think we need to go.
Let's go!
Hello, Ms. Medha. Welcome on board. How are you today?
Very good. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Here I go, stepping into business class on Emirates A350. And oh my God, let's just say I am very, very impressed so far. Look at the gold, look at the beiges. Emirates is really just top of the line. And you can just tell why as soon as you step in.
Hiya, how are you doing? Rolling into the economy cabin. This looks so fresh, so clean. There is something about Emirates that just has a certain je ne sais quoi that you don't find with other airlines. Everything looks absolutely immaculate. This is going to be a good flight.
Here we are on board the Emirates A350 in my premium economy seat 15A. This cabin is arranged in a 2-3-2 configuration. The cabin itself is all in cream tones. It's very chic. Gone are the days of that over-the-top walnut burr effect that Emirates had all over their cabins. This is calming, it's nice. The mood lighting has just come on in the cabins. The seat is wide, it's comfortable. The tray table is in the side of the seat here. There's plenty of leg room. There's both a footrest in front of you and a leg rest that comes out from the bottom of the seat. Now let's test out this reclined. Okay, that is something significant. You really move away back with this recline, and just below that, the button for the leg rest. And when you push the leg rest out and have the footrest down and make the recline, this becomes support for the entire body all the way down. The seat has quite a large and crisp IFE screen, and the ICE system that Emirates has is world leading anyway, with things like live TV and thousands of options of entertainment to watch. There's the usual little pocket for literature, but also another little cubby in front of you to put bits and pieces, and a storage pocket where there is right now some headphones. Premium economy is the newest cabin that Emirates has introduced. They were a latecomer to the premium economy game, but actually just this year at the Point Sky Awards, they won Best Premium Economy. It is a great product. I've flown it before, but I've never flown it on the A350. So seeing it on here in this cabin is actually really cool. On the A380, it's right at the front. It's a bit of like a different and unique thing, but here on this aircraft, it's something special.
Already, I'm so thoroughly impressed. It is so calm and soothing as soon as you step on board. The finishing touches with the woods and the ambient lighting, and also the music. There's 32 seats in this cabin in total that are configured in a 1:2:1 configuration. That means that each seat here has direct aisle access. The lie flat bed seats here are a whopping 79 inches long. There's plenty of legroom, including a wide footwell. This seat also features a 4K IFE screen. It is a touchscreen IFE screen, but it's also controllable by a handheld tablet. There's also USB-A and USB-C ports included, as well as a universal outlet and a headset jack. There's a panel that controls your windows, so you can close the shades or open them just as you'd wish. And there's also a panel to the right of your seat, which controls your seat, light, brightness, and you can call flight attendant. So definitely know I'm going to be using that for the Callboy Challenge. This seat itself also includes a personal minibar, which I haven't seen on other business classes. Original M&Ms. Basta aming case. If you're sitting in Emirates business class, you're gonna live in luxury. Although there is a storage compartment below your footwell, there isn't much more storage. The minibar is really great, but a lot of times other business class cabins will be using this space for more storage compartments. There is a little cubby above the minibar, but I don't feel like it is that much more than other business classes that I see. The biggest question that we're answering today is if Emirates can compete with other business class cabins on A350s. I think so far it really does. It is one of the top.
So the economy section of this plane is set across 2 cabins. I'm in the back cabin today in an aisle seat. It's laid out in a 3x3x3 configuration, so not the 3x4x3 you might often see in economy. The seat itself feels nice and comfortable. I've got a good amount of padding. I have a headrest behind me, which doesn't actually slide up and down, which I'm a little bit surprised about. It does fold in at either side to offer a little bit of extra support. If I tilt you down, you can see I've got a very solid amount of wiggle room here for economy, definitely not too cramped in there. And down to my left and right, I have a plastic armrest, and on the right side, we have the all-important recline button. So let's test this baby out. Here we go. And actually, for economy, that feels pretty nice and deep in terms of recline. Definitely the way to do it if you want to kick back and relax. And then if I flip you around like this, you can see my lovely crisp IFE screen, which honestly, that's going to score a 1-2 on the Liam Spencer hand scale, which for economy is pretty damn good. And as you can see, it's lovely and crisp, feels very responsive. There is no IFE remote, so it's all touch screen, which I do not mind whatsoever. Even the movies they have on Emirates seem to be more up to date than other airlines. You've got One Battle After Another, you've got Blue Moon, you've got Begonia. So all these little touches that start to add up and make this feel like the most premium experience possible. And then you can see we even have USB-C charging. We've got a few other ports, headphone jacks, nice and useful. And below that is the flip out tray table, which pulls down. You've actually got this nice sort of like wood furnished design, which I think is quite rare for economy. Feels sort of laminated and adds a nice touch to the cabin. And then moving further down, we have your classic seat back pocket, and finally a very solid amount of economy legroom. I can almost stretch out the entire way there, so this A350 is definitely feeling nice and spacious. And while this economy seat isn't new per se, it is installed on Emirates' other aircraft, so you really can't get a fresher and more modern feeling economy design than this. I really mean it. It does not feel like you are going to be cramped in with a bunch of people. I think I'm going to like this flight a lot.
Oh wow, it's steaming. Welcome drinks on this specific flight include champagne, this pomegranate juice, and also this fresh OJ. There's a sleeping mask. There's also slippers included as well. This very, very, very fluffy pillow. I was just grabbing it to move it out of the way so I could sit down, and I immediately just felt the weight on it. A blanket. I would have loved for a more fluffier duvet, but this will do. Obviously, headphones, which I will give you. Now these are swanky. Oh my god, the wood also appears on the headphones. I mean, it's the detail and it's the love.
It might be premium economy, but we still have some amenities here. We have a nice soft blanket, thick, lovely. That's good for premium economy as well. And it feels like downy, feathery, although it is in one of those kind of crunchy, papery covers, which not a vibe. And then a set of over-ear headphones, which is an elevation. And one of my favorite things ever to have on a plane, which is crisp live cams. You can see the plane on the tail, on the front, underneath. And this is my best thing ever. We're not messing around here. Pre-departure beverages, even in premium economy. Refreshing mint and lemon.
Let me run you through some of my amenities. Kicking things off with this pillow, which, you know what, I can't score it too highly on the fluffy scale. It's kind of your standard economy pillow, nothing special there, which is a bit of a shame. But I also have this blanket, which, get us out of the wrapping paper. Smell check, smells clean. Smells fresh, actually, better than clean, so that's nice. And as you see, this folds out and looks to be a pretty comprehensive size if you want to get yourself nice and cozy. Finally, this is what I'm most impressed by. We have the headphones, which even here in economy are proper over-ear headphones. I'm not saying they feel like the best quality in the world, but they are definitely better than the tacky, tiny little plastic ones. The even better part is that you can connect your own headphones to the IFE using Bluetooth, so you don't need to rely on these. You can actually have your own nice, proper quality headphones if you want. If you know anything about me, you know that I love my football, and right now, this is a peak experience. I'm watching live Premier League football, Liverpool versus Man City on this flight. I can't actually believe it. I say, well, no matter what happens for the rest of the flight, this is a huge, huge win. Okay, I lied. Things can't get even better. I've got a beer now. Cheers.
Okay, it is time for dinner, and I chose the braised beef, and it comes with mashed potatoes and steamed vegetables. That is delicious. I'm very happy that you're eating steamed vegetables because this feels like the cleanse that I need. Let's try the mashed potatoes. What is your mashed potatoes topped with a little bit of herbs? Delicious. I'm a big fan of the garlic bread. I just realized something. I'm eating in Airlines, and this is Emirates. It has one of the world's best IFEs. They call it the ICE screens. Gotta check it out. Wow, it hugs my head like no other. Now, since I'm eating, this is where the handheld tablet comes in handy because if I reach out, it's been a little uncomfortable to try to navigate the screen. So the best thing you can do in this moment is to unlock your handheld tablet and to go ahead and choose whatever you want to watch. And now you can actually see it playing on the IFE. Oh my god! This is the cutest little pita bread. This is the hummus and a Bangladesh. That's delicious. I think this portion size is very adequate, very good for the amount of time that we're flying. I will say the braised beef, some portions of it are a little tough and cold, but otherwise it is a very good braised beef, and I'm very impressed. Here we are, the dessert has come. Wow, that is decadent. So moist. I have to say, this is some of the best chocolate cake I've had in a while. Oh my god, your girl is so happy right now.
Impressive stuff on board. There is a choice of starter and a choice of main course. I've gone for the salmon and the chicken. Our curry leaves it garlic flavoured roasted cashew nuts. Super Sri Lankan. We're flying from Sri Lanka. But just as a little extra, crunchy snack. These are a real treat. Okay, dilly-dallied enough. Let's try this food. First up, we tried this smoked salmon with cream cheese, capers, cucumber. There's grilled potatoes in there. Really thought out starter, fresh, healthy, big. I'd say all of this is big. It looks great. It's good looking, handsome. See, I love these little additions. Just a little pot of Malay pickle just to zhuzh things up a bit. The chicken is juicy, it's hot, the potatoes are crunchy on top, beautiful. The garlic bread, I'm having a bit of the garlic bread with everything, stunning. Vegetables are fresh, hot and crunchy. Vegetables are often terrible on a plate. They've really nailed them in this dish. With the Malay pickle that they've given me, sloshed around in here, it's a winning main course. It really feels a huge step up from economy. This is really like a business class meal you would get on some other airlines.
Last but not least, dessert is a Cote de la Prude caramel. Fantastic. All in all, a large, tasty, well thought out, well executed meal that is really close to something you'll find in business class.
So pleased to say my meal is just been served. I opted for the chicken ragu. I do find it interesting there is no vegetarian option on the menu, so I assume if you're a vegetarian you need to pre-order. It's just something to look out for. Anyway, this smells pretty good, and I've got some nice metal cutlery, even all the way back here in economy, which is what we like to see. Let's dig in. And I've got to say, right off the bat, that is some good economy food. The chicken itself is very succulent and juicy. The sauce is cooked in, it's creamy. And then actually, speaking of creamy, you've got this lovely creamy buttery mash with it, which has no lumps in whatsoever. We've also got carrots, tomatoes, broccoli, all the veg is cooked very well too. So, for a main economy meal, this is going down a treat. Portion size is also pretty decent. You get about 10 solid chunks of chicken, which isn't bad at all. For the starter, we call the chickpea salad, and I'm not gonna lie, I always think that the starters in economy are the weak part of the meal. I wish they would just make these little starter portions a bit more exciting. I suppose it is healthy though. What's less healthy, however, is a nice little slab of cheese and some crackers. Also a bread roll. So, your economy classics here, but never really go wrong. Here we go. Last, hopefully not least, we have what is being described as a milk tart. Nothing else included in the details. Looks like a sort of, milky tart, I suppose. Wow. I'm not just saying this. That is stunning. Some of a soft crust, almost like a pastry beneath. There are lots of sugar and spices on top. It is so sweet, creamy, and probably very, very unhealthy. But do I look like I care? Because I really don't. apart from a bland starter salad, pretty phenomenal economy meal from Emirates. Very few complaints from me.
You guys know what time it is? Hi! That was a mere 12 seconds. Let's see if Liam or Nicky can beat this time in 12 seconds in business.
Rapid. The Emirates crew there, that was the game running out.
Okay, not the fastest I've ever had, but not bad at all for economy.
I'm getting ready to lie flat. Yeah. Oh my god. That's the stuff. I just want to show you how expansive this footwell is with using the light. So I'm talking to you from the seat. Now if I turn this over, it is so large. This looks like a little tent. You could probably squeeze a baby in there. Time for bed.
I came to find out, is this product competing with the competitor airlines and with the other aircraft that Emirates have? And all in all, based on this gorgeous cabin and on the food that I ate and on the service that I've received, it's a big yes from me. I would choose this over the 777 any day. 380 versus this, question mark over that. But if you find yourself on an Emirates A350, you will definitely leave happy.
From, you know, the high-tech IFE, the live sport, very, very good food, amazing, attentive service, and the A350, you'll probably hear or not hear the amount of sound right now. It's so quiet on board.
A very good perk of business class at Emirates is that you can actually get a chauffeur service all the way to your hotel. This is a very fancy. Here it comes. Beautiful. I had a lovely experience today, and look who's here, Nicky and Liam.
We're so undeserving, cramping your style as well.
No, I love it. It's fun.
Cramping.